Hi, class. Welcome to week 6. Here in week 6, all we're going to do really is sketch out a bit of a schedule for your capstone project and develop some milestones that you might submit along the way. Now, the milestones are going to be submittable items for the midweek of your capstone course, which will be the next course you take after this, right? So the first week where you're going to have to submit in that capstone course are prospectus, and you should have that by the end of week 7. It should be in pretty good shape. You should have a little time to share it with your faculty advisor, maybe tweak it, hone it in a little bit, do what you have to do with it before you submit it for your actual capstone course in week 1. After that, though, you're going to move quickly into having to define your own milestones. When are you going to get certain pieces of this done? When are you going to get certain data done? When are you going to complete your methods, et cetera, et cetera? That you're going to have to sketch out on your own, and I'm going to give you some time here to start doing that so that you can identify the items that you want to be submitting when you're going forward to do the capstone course next semester. So you know your project better than anyone else. You know what it will take to get it done. You know how long it will probably take to get it done. You know, what you don't know, what you have to read, what you have to learn, how much you have to study, how much you have to read. So you have a chance to go and kind of flesh all this out this week. And that's what this week is all about. So I'll have you read the syllabus, the past summer 24 syllabus for the 592 course. It's going to change a little bit, but in general, that stays roughly the same. No matter who teaches it, whether it's Dr. Sweeting, Dr. Lay, myself, or Dr. Cox, or whomever. And, so I will ask you to go through that. I'll ask you to submit a proposed milestone to complete the capstone, to do 2 pages double-spaced on that. That can be part of your conclusion when you go to write the conclusion for the prospectus, right? You can say, okay, so my next steps working towards turning this prospectus into a reality will be to accomplish A, B, C, and D. Oh, those are my milestones, A, B, C, and D, right? And then your timeline, the needs assessment can help fill in the when you plan on accomplishing those. And typically we're going to do them by Sunday, 11:59 during those weeks of session 2. So I'm going to ask you to just give me a little sketch, like a 1-page sketch. This won't be a formal part of your prospectus, but I just want you to have it. Maybe it's something you can share with your faculty advisor too, of the timeline and requirements you figure you're going to need to complete your capstone successfully, regardless of which methods or whatever you're using. So I'm going to ask you to submit those 2 things on Sunday. I'm going to ask you to do that, and no discussion forum, no extra stuff. Not a whole lot of extra reading. Just think carefully through that, because it's going to kind of dictate how the next 10 weeks of your life or so go. So spend some time on it. Don't just kind of brush it aside and do it in 30 seconds and go, oh boy, I wish I'd written this differently. Stop and think about it. I'm giving you space because I think this is the type of assignment that isn't terribly long, doesn't require a terrible lot of background or writing. But it does require a lot of planning and thinking. So break your calendars out and do a little math. All that said, I'll see you next week for the final video in week 7. Till then.